2026.
That's right.
And I know that they're targeting 200 million in diaspora investment. But obviously, after the parties and after the festivals, what is your take on the long-term actual economic impact of diaspora investments and engagement?
I think that the long-term impact is huge. The potential of people investing in the country will have a ripple effect because when you think about it, there have been a lot of diaspora that have come and started businesses, and then they've employed local people. And with the unemployment being at a high rate in amongst the young population, people are always looking for opportunities to get work. So I think that the diaspora coming in and starting businesses is definitely going to be a huge impact long term because when you think about it, let's say you start a company and you hire 10 people, those 10 people, of course, is going to affect their community because now they're able to take care of their families, they're able to go, shopping for stuff, and going shopping at that store helps that person who owns that store, who then helps their family, and so on and so forth. So I think that it's definitely a ripple effect. And I think that what happens too is it's also a rebuilding of relationship, in my opinion, because we have been disconnected. Africans have been disconnected with the diaspora in the Americas, and with people coming back to the continent, it's an opportunity for us to learn and grow with each other. Because sometimes you don't realize how similar we can be. We have our differences,
Yeah.
of course, because we've lived in different parts of the world, but there are some similarities that we do share. I remember the mayor of New Orleans in 2019 coming and seeing um, uh, marching bands that were marching around at a funeral, and she had said that she's seen that in New Orleans, that it was like very similar to what she sees
That
in New
second
Orleans and seeing
line.
it in
Yeah.
Ghana. So yeah, so we have some similarities. And so the reconnecting, I think, is also a very valuable aspect of investing, and that's investing in our relationships. But
Mm.
economically, I think it definitely has a big impact for us to talk about actually coming together and building things, having cross businesses, because there have been African Americans who've come and partnered with Ghanaians when doing business, and it's a great potential to grow, and you're growing on both sides. So I think that the impact is huge.
Yeah, they say that 12 million young Africans enter the force every year, but only 3 million formal jobs are created. How can diaspora-led businesses help close that gap without exploiting cheap labor?
I think that they close the gap by just simply offering the opportunities to give them work and also teach skills, because one of the things that I've noticed is that we do have brilliant and young people here who have capabilities of doing things, but sometimes when you're not exposed to different ways of doing things, you don't always get um, you don't always get a chance to take it to the next level. So if somebody comes from the US, let's say somebody's in the IT industry, there may be some technologies or things that they know from working in the US that now they're bringing here, and then they're teaching these young people, and then they end up getting to teach it to someone else. It ends up also, as I said, having a ripple effect. So I think that it definitely closes the gap because I have heard about people who've come, and there's a guy who started a cashew company, and so he's, got his people on the cashew farm who are working. There's somebody who came and started a fish farming and coconut farm, and so he has his workers. So it's like you come and then you, as one person, you're employing, a number of people. So it definitely is something that's helping to close the gap when it comes to unemployment here. So I always encourage people that this is your opportunity to start a business that will also make an impact when you come to countries like Ghana, or if you choose another African country, because I know Kenya is also now inviting the diaspora to come as well. So each country has opportunities available. I know some gentlemen who came from Atlanta and they've started a business in Senegal as well as here in Ghana. So you have the opportunity to make an impact using the skills that you have. But plan, plan, plan. That's one thing I keep on addressing and pinpointing to people, that you have to plan. You can't just jump into it and think that you're gonna be successful within a few months. You have to
Mm.
plan.